Hello goody two shoes, my name is Aubrie Rose. Happy Friday, and I hope you guys liked the new intro. I was super stoked about it. I was going to do it in the last video, but I felt like it was weird to just kind of surprise you guys with it, but I still did that anyway. I don't remember if I talked about, I think I meant to bring it up in the video that I did not post last week, or that I didn't film or anything, so there was nothing to post. But yes, so today we're talking about my serial fiction, and we're just going to talk a little bit about brainstorming, so kind of what I've been doing to brainstorm this project. And yeah, so I've had this project in my brain for many years, and so I was just, when I picked this project, or when I was talking with my dad about which project I should pick, and we kind of picked this one, I was excited about it. I was thinking about it quite a little bit. There were a lot of elements, lots of different elements and lots of different vibes that I was kind of that I had in my head for this story. I drafted the first story, but then I think afterwards I started to kind of outline a larger series for it. And so there was some brainstorming that had gone into that brainstorming as a part of making this book a series, or because I drafted it like a novel. Turning it into a series, I wanted to incorporate a lot of true crime and real stories into this series to kind of just slowly introduce kids into kind of the darker things that are in the world, but in a kind of fun and fantasy sort of way. That was kind of my mindset for that, because terrible things happen to kids sometimes, and I wanted a way to be able to prepare kids for that without giving them too much nitty-gritty, so that but just so they could be aware of the happenings of the world. So my fascination of true crime was going to play into that series a little bit. So I kind of brainstormed that. I don't remember exactly how I did it, but I found some real cold cases, and I was going to have my two main characters solve these mysteries, but they were gonna have there's gonna be a new character in each book to help solve each mystery, something along those lines. And yeah, so that was brainstorming that part. And now that I've made it an actual serial, I have changed it a little bit. The way that I was doing this is I was talking about the story with my dad. I had gone back to what I had written. I liked the first, the prologue or the first chapter that I had written. I liked that vibe. I wanted to keep that darker vibe, but then I changed it a lot. So then it was happier and more just, I guess, a middle school vibe, but it wasn't the vibe that I wanted, and it wasn't even I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but it wasn't what I wanted to write. It wasn't what I wanted the story to be. So I was telling my dad about it. I was talking him through kind of what I wanted the story to be, and it was really good to have someone else to talk it through with, because obviously this person can't read my mind, and so I had to be more just specific about what it was that I was trying to do, and it was really good for me to try to communicate my story idea. And yeah, so we figured out a few different approaches I could take, and I decided on one that I thought sounded the best. And then I don't remember doing too much with that, but my dad did say, I think you should watch The Sixth Sense and then just write afterwards from there, because that was essentially my story, but when the kid is older. And yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna keep that middle grade vibe anymore. It might be a little bit more new adult. We'll see what happens. I haven't started drafting it yet, but Yeah, so then my dad introduced me to OpenAI, which was really cool, and we were just using an AI generator to do things, and it was really cool. So I used the AI generator, and I was like, okay, generate or write me, what is it, basically just like summaries for 40 episodes in a serial where there's a girl who sees ghosts. And so I was writing out all these episodes, and I think I got to like 24 and a half. It got through like the first half of 25, and then it stopped. I think it just hit like a word limit, or it hit some limit, and so then I asked it to keep going and do the rest of them, and it was so cool, you guys. It was so fun to watch it, and just like all the craziness that it came up with, and I was like, this is amazing. I just heard a story about a haunted house, and it's now mentioning a haunted house. I was like, okay, great, I'm going to write the haunted house story that I wanted with that one. And then it had something about them traveling back in time to help a ghost or something along those lines, and it was just crazy and really cool. You can actually see all of the AI summaries that I received. I wrote them all in a blog post, or just talking about it and how I'm using it. So if you'd like to learn more about that, there will be a blog post about that in the description, as well as the blog post that specifically corresponds with this video. So both will be linked in the description down below. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing on that front. And then because I am so interested in the supernatural and true crime, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and even reading a few books. I don't know if I finished any true crime books, but I have been reading some of them. I'm going to kind of use all of the information that I have been intaking the last year or two, or however long that I've been interested in true crime, and just using that to kind of brainstorm some of these ideas that the AI gave me. So you can look through, and you probably won't know which ideas that I'm going to use, because there are tons of haunted house stories, yeah, I think there are 2 that the AI gave me, so that's going to be really fun to go through. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do for brainstorming once I get deeper into the plotting and outlining. Right now, yeah, I think I'm gonna talk about plotting and outlining in a different video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing for brainstorming, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Yeah, I think that is it. Let me know what your brainstorming process is in your whips, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.